Have you ever made non-dairy milk before? Hi, my name's Phoebe. I love making dairy-free and vegan food because it's super delicious, can be very creative, and I think very accessible. I'm going to show you how to make your own rice, oat, and almond milk, which all use the same ratio of 1 to 4 cups ingredient to water. You only need a high-powered blender, the ingredient you'd like to turn into a plant milk, like almonds, cashews, macadamias, rice, oats, or soybeans, something to drain your plant milk through, like muslin cloth, a clean tea towel, even an old t-shirt, a nut milk bag or a fine mesh sieve, and an airtight storage container. If prepared incorrectly, oat milk can become really slimy, so it might sound counterintuitive, but we want to minimize the time the whole oats spend in water. To avoid this, use rolled oats as they have the right amount of starch to make non-slimy but adequately creamy oat milk. Don't soak your oats, but add them dry straight to your blender along with 4 cups of ice cold water. We use cold water and only blend for 20 to 45 seconds to prevent the friction of the blades heating the oats and sending them in a porridgey direction. When straining your oat milk, only gently squeeze the mixture, as a lot of the starchy sliminess is contained in this pulp. Transfer your oat milk to a container and refrigerate until cold. It's a real crowd pleaser. People often say it reminds them of their childhood with a comforting flavour, which makes it a great substitute for cow's milk if you're wanting to cut out dairy. You might wonder what to do with the leftover pulp from making your own non-dairy milks. You can add this to smoothies or porridge, or even add it to baked goods, but in the current climate I think you're doing exceptionally well if you just decide to put it in your compost or green bin and get on with your day. To make almond milk, start by soaking 1 cup of raw almonds in 2 cups of water overnight, in which time they will slightly swell, their skins will loosen, and they'll be much easier for your blender to handle. If you forget to do this, you can soak them in very hot water for 2 hours. After soaking, the water will become a little murky, so rinse this away, then add to a blender along with 4 cups of water, blending for 1 to 2 minutes until smooth and creamy. There's no risk of over blending your almonds. The mixture will get quite hot, but your almond milk will only become more creamy. Strain your milk, watching out for almond milk geysers. Transfer to a container and plop in the fridge to chill. To make rice milk, start by soaking 1 cup of rice in 2 cups of boiling water for 2 hours. You can use any type of rice. Each variety will slightly influence the flavour profile of your finished milk. After 2 hours of soaking, you should be able to snap a grain of rice in half with your fingernail. At this point, drain the rice and rinse thoroughly until the water runs clear, and then transfer to your blender along with 4 cups of water. Blend for 2 to 3 minutes until smooth and creamy. Then strain the milk, watching out for any rice milk geysers that shoot your way. The leftover pulp resembles that fun science experiment you might have done in school when you mix corn flour and water together. Transfer your rice milk into a container and place in the fridge to chill. Rice milk is often overlooked as it's quite thin and not very creamy, but its naturally sweet, fragrant taste is really delicious, especially when paired with other dairy-free milks. Making your own non-dairy milk is really easy to do. You can drink it straight, pour it over cereal, add it to smoothies, bake with it. All of these milks keep for 3 to 5 days and will separate when they sit in the fridge, so they are best stored in a container that you can swizzle without leakage. If I wasn't intolerant to oats, the oat milk would hands down be my favourite, but I'm very happy with the almond milk. By making your own almond milk, it'll have a lot more almonds in it. The creaminess is very comparable to cow's milk, and it has a sweet, almost malty-like taste. It's an almond milk you actually don't mind drinking straight.